Thank you for joining me. So today I'm going to take you to Aspen. She is the owner of Aspen Table. She is a nutritionist and she is going to show us how to make spicy truffles that it takes only 15 minutes to make. So if you really want to do something special for the people that you want to celebrate this Valentine's Day, so come along with me. All right, thank you.
Well, I'm Aspen, the owner of Aspen's Table. I'm a trained nutritionist and a trained chef, and I've been working catering and as a private chef for years. But during the lockdown, the deliveries is really where it's at. We have no more events, anything like that. So I specialize in healthy meal deliveries. I bring my clients organic meals that are created, especially just like I love food. I love trying new foods. I love making new foods. So we try new foods every week. The menu changes and people get to try some interesting new flavors. And I've always loved spicy flavors in my chocolate. So today I'm going to show you guys how I make my spicy love truffles. It's really simple and you just need a few materials. I've already measured everything out, so it'll be nice and simple for us.
And how long do you think this one is going to take?
About 15 minutes.
Woohoo!
It's real quick.
All right, that's my kind of work.
Yeah. So this is a Cuisinart food processor. It is ancient, but the thing about Cuisinarts is they are such good machines. If you take care of your Cuisinart, it will last you forever. So step one is really simple. We've got just a few ingredients here. I've got 12 organic dates that we're gonna pit. And the important part about this is that we're gonna make sure to be socially responsible and compost the pits, because composting helps our planet, and it's really important that we all do our part.
So you do composting right here?
We compost all of our food waste and bring it to a local nonprofit here in town that does all of our composting for us. And in return, once the compost is made, they let us pick some compost soil up and put it in our own garden, where we grow lettuces and herbs and beets and seasonal vegetables and edible flowers, which is really special. I love putting edible flowers in my salads and my spring rolls because I think it really pops. So we're just gonna sit here and pit these guys.
Do you need help?
Nope. These are medjool dates. I like these ones because they're nice and soft and they're easy to work. If you get the dates that are really hard, sometimes they'll get stuck in the food processor and it really kind of ruins the recipe. So now what I'm going to do is start melting the chocolate. It's really important that you do two things. First of all, we're going to start a pot of water. It only has a little bit of water at the bottom of it because we're going to actually steam the chocolate. If the bowl touches the water and the chocolate chips are in the water, it will burn the chocolate and you'll ruin your truffles.
Oh, it's delicate.
It is very delicate. If I can get my, there we go. The other important part is that you have a bowl that sits on there tightly, because the steam will put moisture into the chocolate and it will actually seize it up and you'll ruin the chocolate. There's a process called tempering chocolate, which will help it hold itself a little bit better. If you just melt the chocolate, oftentimes it will separate the cocoa butter from the cocoa solids, and then you'll end up with white streaks in the chocolate, and it's just not as attractive. So we're going to temper the chocolate by taking 1/3 of the chocolate out of your bowl.
Oh.
So this here is 2 cups total. So I took 2/3 of a cup out, and we're going to just melt this part. Now for our other ingredients, I have cocoa nibs here. They're again organic. Cocoa nibs are the solid part of the chocolate bean. It's unprocessed, and if you love chocolate but need to control your sugar, this is a really fun way to do it. You can put it in smoothies, on your yogurt, in your granola, anything. We have goji berries. Again, they are organic. These are actually called happy berries in China because they make people happy. There's just some component of them that increases the dopamine in your brain, so they'll just sit there and munch on them. It also comes in juice, but I love to just eat them like they are. It's my real passion. So now we're gonna put the dates in. So let's go back over this. We have 12 organic dates, half a cup of goji berries, half a cup of the cocoa nibs, and now for the fun part, 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper.
There you go.
In my original recipe that I designed, I have a couple teaspoons of brandy in here. The brandy is an alcohol that's going to help the truffle be more shelf-stable for a little bit longer. Since then, I've discovered this delicious Ancho Reyes Ancho Chili liqueur. So I'm actually going to do this to just bump up the spice a little bit instead of the brandy. But if you don't have this delicious Ancho Chili liqueur, brandy will work, whiskey will work.
Oh.
It's just a little bit harder to measure out, that's all. Now our chocolate over here is starting to melt, so I'm going to grab a spatula and give it a stir. Started this business. I got my business license, I believe, 1 week before lockdown. So it's been interesting timing, and it's been scary at moments, but what I found is I have amazing clients that are very loyal to me, and I'm feeding more and more people these days. We're going to do 2 things here. I'm going to start pulsing this to make a paste. We've got our chocolate chips over here. And the reserved ones we're actually going to add in thirds. So we're going to take a third of this and add it in and stir until it's completely melted. If I had a marble slab, I would be tempering it on the marble slab, but I don't have a big fancy kitchen with a big marble countertop. So we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. And this is slowly cooling the temperature of the chocolate. That's what tempering means. It's going to become more stable by slowly cooling it down. And it's really easy to get impatient right here and start adding them too quick, but you really do have to make sure that they have a chance to fully melt before you add the next third. So now it's so smooth, everything's melted, and the next third goes in. And that's the process. We're going to do it 3 times, and then it will be ready for all this other deliciousness to get added to it.
Yeah.
They're so delicious, and they're going to keep in the fridge for quite a while because we put that alcohol in there. So 2-3 weeks easily, they're going to be fine in the refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
So if you make a batch just for yourself, don't feel guilty. We
No,
gotta
no.
show ourselves love too.
No, I'm gonna leave that to the professional. And and the reason why you're showing is to let us know that it's not so complicated.
It's not
But-
complicated at all, as long as you have this nifty guy right here. I don't think I could have done it without my Cuisinart. So see how silky this chocolate is becoming? It's just beautiful. Chocolate, and give it a stir. And it's really as simple as that. Now I was able to find little cups right here,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not always available. Give my hands a wash. These little truffle cups are often available around the holidays, but sometimes you can't find them the rest of the year. And if you don't have a proper mold, you can use a silicone ice tray, and that works beautifully.
All right.
So it's really that simple. Now that it's mixed, we can put it into the cups. And then from there, it's just a matter of letting them cool before you devour them.
Do you need to place them on the fridge or just at temperature?
Let them come to room temperature on their own before you refrigerate them.
Okay.
They will set nicely that way. And again, the chocolate, you don't want to dramatically change its temperature too quickly.
Okay.
So that's why we would want to let it come to a solid before we refrigerate it. About 1 ounce of dark chocolate a day is actually quite good for you.
No.
But it's been incredible, and now that her blood pressure is normalized again, she's continuing to do that just
Yeah.
to keep it where it should be.
I'll do it. So,
Got a little bit more out of here than I thought we would. So now they're going to take about an hour to set, and then you can enjoy. So there we go. Now we just have to clean up the kitchen and let these set, and we're good to go.
right, so thank you, Aspen.
Thank you for letting me share my special recipe.